from Dire. Dire is like quite a pessimistic word, really. The Knopfler brothers aren't the best of friends these days. So today I had a dog. He's on the floor now. It's very warm in here. Today I'm going to check out a band called Dire Straits. The Dire Straits? Dire Straits? I've heard of this band, cannot think at all what they sing. Sultans of Swing. No idea. Absolutely no idea. But that's always fun when you go into the song and you have like no idea of what you're going to hear. Sometimes I kind of recognize them when they start to play. By the way, backtrack a little bit. If you've no idea who I am, I'm Diane Jennings. I'm an Irish person from Ireland. And no, not all Irish people don't know these bands. I just never had a music phase. I'm trying to explore all these bands and singers now in my adulthood that I never got to, and I'm enjoying the musical journey with you guys. Oh wow, Sultans of Swing was their first song, their first single, and it reached the top 10 in the UK and US charts. This is something we were interestingly speaking about over on the Patreon community. How a lot of songs that become popular didn't necessarily chart in their time, but became popular over time. Like the songs that are the top 10 are not necessarily the songs that stand the test of time. Okay, so I'm wondering where the name Dire Straits came from. Dire is like quite a pessimistic word, really. The band's name was inspired by a slang term in the UK. Oh, okay, it didn't come over to Ireland then. For being in a difficult financial situation. Oh, no, I have heard that. You're in dire straits. Ah! It all comes together. The term Dire Straits refers to a narrow passage of water that is difficult to navigate, and so the band chose the name to reflect their struggles as musicians. Anyway, let's check out Dire Straits. What a great name. What do I think this is going to be? Dire Straits. I feel like maybe it's something from the 60s, 70s. And I think maybe it's going to be like a little bit like folksy. Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. Maybe it's swing, jazzy, maybe.
Shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town. You check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. If then an old guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing. more lean. We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing.
Okay, interesting one because I didn't recognize like the lyrics and stuff, but I recognized that dum 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 dum. I definitely recognized that part, but I don't know where from. Also, lyrically, I thought it was very interesting because what I'm deriving from what I think it was about was it's about another band, maybe? Aha, they were a British rock band formed in London in 1977. It's funny how they looked English, but they sounded American. That is a thing. Non-American speaking English countries, often we sing in an American accent. It's not even like a conscious thing, it's just, it happens. But also I have heard American singers sing in a British accent, English accent. Sultans of Swing was originally a song that Mark Knopfler, he's in the band, he thought it was dull until he bought his first Fender Stratocaster in 1977. And he says, it just came alive as soon as I played it on that 61 Strat. Their first demo cost only $175 to make. The record company was so impressed they got Spencer Davis Group bassist Muff Winwood. Muff. Steve's brother. Should I know who Steve Winwood is? I don't. To produce their debut album. Okay. Oh, interesting. The band do not like the limelight, particularly the Knopfler brothers. Mark Knopfler once said, if anyone can tell me one good thing about fame, I'd be very interested to hear it. You probably get to skip the queue at restaurants. That's pretty good, I would imagine. He followed up, success I adore. It means I can buy 1959 Gibson Les Pauls and Triumph motorcycles. Shows you I know nothing about motorcycles. But I detest fame. It interferes with what you do and has no redeeming features at all. I mean, in a way, it's a marker of success, I imagine. The Knopfler brothers aren't the best of friends these days. Unfortunately, the two brothers, born just a few years apart, do not see eye to eye anymore. Their problems began in the early 80s, according to David. Mark and I had a different vision of what we were up to. I was building a democracy, and Mark was making an autocracy. Everything put a strain on us. I would imagine he has a different perspective on that. There are two sides to every story. The brothers no longer speak at all. He said, of course it casts a huge shadow on both our lives and our families. We've got cousins who don't know one another. That is sad. Mark Knopfler has said he thinks it is unlikely he will ever perform again as part of the Dire Straits. He said the group eventually had become too big and lost its feelings of intimacy. He told BBC Breakfast, I don't think so for a number of reasons. One of them being I've built my own studio, which I really love, and I haven't had a bad day in there. It's given me a chance to really push. I mean, this last album, I have done far too many songs. Okay, so he obviously does work by himself. There you are now, Dire Straits. Now I know who they are, that's good. Shout out today to a couple of patrons. These 20 fabulous names are the producers of the channel. They are the people who make it possible to make these music reactions because they are all nearly copyright claimed. Most of them I get to hang out with every single month in our Skype hangout, and all their pets. It's definitely something I look forward to every month, and they give me great feedback on the channel too. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, if you want me to cover a song or a band or an artist that you like, let me know below in the comments. That's it for today. See you guys on the other side. Bye. Mummy, it's 6:30. It's dinner time. You've been talking for a really long time. Yeah, we go get your dinner? You want your dinner?